It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway here in London. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here. And at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Behind the chains, second and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Zambrano. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Zambrano. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st down, Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Here we go now on 1st and goal. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Zambrano. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that's to the former Panther, Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Ooh, with a juke. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the 2nd one.
Looking to throw. Zambrano. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A first down throw, Darnold. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing again is Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
On on second down. Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, Darnold. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, every defense doesn't come out, but his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving.
Darnold on first down. Incomplete. Tommy Trimble, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now it's Darnold. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. There, this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Sly on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 29, Darnold. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Back to throw, Darnold. Here's Higgins out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Darnold on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Darnold to throw again. And Anderson's got it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. To throw again on second down. Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Sam Darnold finding Robbie Anderson for the touchdown. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Zambrano. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Zambrano. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have become a Commanders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He gets it to Thomas. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
First up, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
To throw on second down, Zambrano, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Operating from the gun, Zambrano. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Once more, Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking to throw. Zambrano. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the counter, Gibson down to about the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zambrano got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Threes all around. Gibson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Back to throw. Zambrano will set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Off the play fake. Zambrano escaping the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second down at 5.
Darnold now to throw. That caught by Tremble. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw is Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Being chased out left. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw on 2nd down. Zambrano, throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to his left. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And this offense on third down today, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Zambrano to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Zambrano. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Looking to throw. Zambrano. And Thomas has it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Zambrano. Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
early slide now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here
at their own 23. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing again is Darnold.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Darnold to throw.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Darnold.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll go again with Gibson.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.